Abiodun Adegoke, the world's tallest basketball player, has hypnotized the whole NBA world. Being 7 foot 11 inches with a shoe size of 53, he is a giant who can instill fear into the hearts of most NBA centers. Still, can he make it to the NBA? Shaquille O'Neal certainly thinks so. In a viral video reposted from Shaq, Adegoke was seen dunking without jumping. Let's explore the mystery surrounding the young giant. Abiodun Adegoke was born in Nigeria. His mother delivered him in her house. She said he arrived in a wonderful way and that she didn't feel any pain. When he came into this world, he was just an ordinary, although somewhat fatter and taller baby. While growing up, he was so tall that his schoolmates used to call him Baba, father. Both his father and grandfather were very tall. He was so ashamed of his height that he didn't want to go to school. He rarely went out either. He would always stay indoors and he didn't talk much. Abiodun was very interested in electronics. He could fix anything. While he spent most of his time at home, he had difficulty moving since he was so tall that his head would often hit the ceiling fan. When he was 3 years old, his mother had to take him to the hospital. When asked about his age, the nurses didn't believe her. When he entered secondary school, he was so tall that kids started to mock him. Abiodun was very quiet and never caused any trouble, but he had no friends at school. His siblings would often play with other kids in the neighborhood, but he would stay home. When his mom confronted him about why he isn't outside with the rest of the kids, he said, "I will not go out because when anything happens, I can easily be detected. They would say, 'See that tall boy? He was at the scene. Nowhere I can hide. So let me be.'" One day, while learning how to repair a generator, he met a basketball coach from the University of Ibadan. The coach told Abiodun that he should start training in basketball. They couldn't find a shoe size for him, so his mother hired a cobbler to make special shoes for him. While on his way to work repairing generators, Abiodun met Mr. Oyedeji. He told Abiodun that basketball was his natural calling. Mr. Oyedeji met his mother and told her he wanted to help Abiodun. He called Segun Odegbami and told him everything about the young giant. Odegbami immediately sent 3 people, a TV crew, to their shop. After the interview, Odegbami arranged for them to go to Ogun State. When they arrived, they filled in all the formalities. Abiodun got the full grant from the foundation. Then it was time to leave. Abiodun started to cry. He was 14 years old and he would be on his own from now on. Then Odegbami approached him and said, "Are you not ashamed to be crying when your mother is leaving? You can see younger children around, playing happily. Are their parents here?" In the peacefulness of the Segun Odegbami International College and Sports Academy, or SOCA, Adegoke became a huge star. Other students started looking at him like the next Hakeem Olajuwon, who was also Nigerian. Hakeem also struggled as a boy because of his height and was ashamed, but he made it one of his greatest assets later in life and became Hakeem the Dream. He made friends wherever he would go, and his authority and confidence blossomed. His confidence was regained, and everybody wanted to be Adegoke's friend. He even got the size 50 shoes as a gift. Since he was size 53, he couldn't find shoes anywhere. They found him the biggest size 50 basketball shoes they could find. Even Olumide Oyedeji, the former Nigerian NBA star, has agreed to find him the shoes. Abiodun was so happy and grateful. He spent the whole night in his hotel room, expanding the shoes and trying to force his feet into them. He would wear those shoes everywhere, to class, to the running track, to the basketball court. He improved his physical fitness and his basketball skills. Several USA coaches started noticing and following Abiodun's progress in his final year at SOCA Academy. He also had mentors like Alabi Adelanwa, who prepared him for the examinations and the upcoming WAEC tests. Abiodun was a smart and brilliant student, and it was expected of him to pass the tests with ease. He even got a few US colleges interested, and they were willing to offer him a scholarship should he pass the tests. When the students returned home for the Easter break, they lost track of Abiodun. He would not answer the calls. 2 weeks before the WAEC tests, he decided not to pursue this any longer. What was the reason for this move? Some agents got to Adegoke while he was on a break and convinced him financially to start playing professionally. He left school in his last year before finishing. After the SOCA Academy, he pursued a professional career in the Middle East. When Abiodun returned home, he spent his time browsing the internet. One day he met and video chatted with Mr. Lukman, the CEO of a basketball academy in Dubai. He wanted Adegoke to play in his academy. One of its branches was in Lagos. His father was skeptical, fearing for his son's safety, but the CEO video called them and assured them everything would be okay. Abiodun spent a year in South Sudan, working on his passport and visa. After a year, he returned to Nigeria, but he stayed in Lagos and then moved to Dubai, while training with the MPAC Sports UAE system. A video of him dunking without jumping went viral. Last year, Adegoke was playing MPAC Elite Youth League in Dubai and styling with dunks and blocks. He was chosen as the 9th pick in the first round of the draft. In an Instagram clip from 2020, he could be seen playing with another player from his camp who was 5 feet 6 inches tall. Adegoke was 7 feet 9 inches tall at the time, towering over the player and showing how he really looks in comparison to an average person. He is already 3 inches taller than the tallest player to ever play in the NBA. The big Naija has been moving with surprising agility for someone so tall. However, there have been some controversies regarding his age. For some, he is still a teenager of 18 to 19 years old. Others consider him to be at least 21 years old, since he was born in a poor country of Nigeria. A lot of controversy is included regarding his age. He is not listed as a prospect for the NBA yet. However, if he is a teenager, then he would definitely have a chance to play in the NBA. Of course, a lot of tall players have the risk of injuries, and maybe the NBA clubs don't want to deal with those risks. But I'm guessing since they don't know his real age, nobody wants to gamble with an unknown 7'11" player from Nigeria. His lifestyle in Dubai seems very luxurious, and he can be seen shopping in expensive boutiques, driving expensive cars, and enjoying his lavish lifestyle. His family also lives with him in his home in Dubai. For now, he made around $1 million. When asked what he likes to do, he said that he likes to go to the shopping mall with his family and buying clothes. Unfortunately, his father, Adegoke Wahid, a retired soldier in the Nigerian army, died in 2020. His next career move remains unclear, but I'm hoping we will see the young giant in the NBA, breaking records, not ankles.